Big Meech, the leader of BMF. Big Meech, Big Meech, the leader of BMF, transfers his life rights to Tammy after his mans get lined up by Tammy, and he sees and knows she's a federal confidential informant. Let me slow it down a little more. Tammy, Big Meech, sends the message to Cuffy on the play. Cuffy get caught up in the play. It don't matter. Tammy put Cuffy with the message by means of this nigga. You gotta remember, Meech's money didn't triple the way it did until he got up under Cuffy.
And then see, that's the part where it's tricky at. And that's the part where it's tricky at. And that's the part where it's tricky at. And that's the part where it's tricky at. Because, hold on, y'all. That's where this comes in. That's where this comes in at. And this is where this document, this paperwork makes a lot of sense. So you have, let me see, pull this up. This is Tammy. CS1 Tammy L. Collins is an informant contacted in the government for money. And if you go on Pacer, you look it up, blah, blah, with the bam, okay, boom. And I'm going to read this one more time. As far back as 2010, true and correct copies of email communication between CS1 Gatling have been attached, rhetoric, and incorporated here on reference marked Exhibit B. These emails definitively show CS1 lied when arrested, and her relationship with Gatling started by allegedly introducing Gatling and Suarez. These emails also show CS1 lied when she stated that she didn't know Gatling prior to 2011 because Gatling and CS1 communicated at least a year prior. The affidavit, or the defendant, was aware that Gatling and CS1 engaged in communications prior to the event. The investigation communication had no connection to legal activity, but included such information about affidavit because it would account for the parties communicating with each other and completely legally capacity. In a completely legal capacity and undermining the defendant's story that CS1's sole connection with Gatling was to arrange yug trafficking and Suarez on behalf of Demetrius Flinneroy, Big Meech. The alternative explanation contact between the parties places the accuracy information supposedly of Gatling in doubt. As a result, few standing blah blah. Okay, attachment 1, first 10 days. Okay, and this is where this bam. Okay, bam. So I'm about to show y'all some more documents, but let's get back to the rat daddy, the daddy rat, getting into his situation. But the girl Gatling trapped. Tammy was on the phone with Cuffy while doing the nasty with her handler. I believe it because Tammy's working with the cops. But it also sounds like Big Meech is working with the cops as well too. Let's see what else Wack has to say about this, because now all of a sudden Wack and Big Meech are friends. So this interview is from a year ago. Now all of a sudden these dudes is homies and they figuring life out together. So let's get back into this while I get some more information.
Everybody
gotta say this though, Wack. I gotta say this.
Everybody tell you that.
Conversation though. So what you said, that could be true, right?
Ain't no could be, because right now today, 50 Cent, before Meech got out, had to do the deal with who?
Tammy.
Did he have to do it with Meech's son? With Meech's baby mama? With Meech's brother? With Meech's mama, daddy, sister? Who did Meech get a life right to?
Tammy.
He knew that did what?
Cooperated.
And you said he don't know
that
what?
Wasn't the first time she cooperated.
Hey, it don't matter. He knew that time. And what did he do? I don't know where y'all come from. Watch this. When he paroled, did he parole to Tammy or did he parole to little Meech's mama? Uh-oh.
Meech's mama.
Well, what the fuck? And why she ain't had a life rights? Huh?
She must got something on him.
No. Was working with that third party, nigga. Yeah. Why did little Meech's mama, whose son starred in the shit, have the life rights? Who gave them to her?
Meech.
Oh, okay, there we go. Where Meech parole from?
Florida.
No, Sheridan, Oregon. low-level security, 848 status though, right? Kingpins, gang leaders, gang leaders, are they supposed to be in them institutions? Or they supposed to be in the USB?
So you said that.
Now that don't make no sense either. How did Big Meech parole from a low level and get out early? How did Big Meech get out from a low level and got out early, but you was over here flooding the city? You had Jeezy talking about 17.5. How does this make sense? It doesn't really make sense, bro. Like, nothing about the Big Meech story coming home or how he was doing his thing in the streets and all these birds and all these birds. None of it makes sense unless you're working with the police, bro. Like, it seems to me like Big Meech is, you know, a friend of Wack 100. It sounds like they coworkers.
Hey, he paroled from a low
Sheridan.
anyway.
You know how I know? Molly Mall left him up there. That's where he was at.
He was up there with Molly Mall, the pimp.
Exactly. Well, he did his little 33 months, little 19, 20 months up to 33 months. He's 84 He's supposed to be up there with them people, right? So what I'm saying is this, right? Nigga, you know she's a cooperative. You know Cuffy only moved off the word sent to her from you. He in there slammed that.
All right, so let me show y'all this. I just got the paperwork for the girl Tammy. Let me show y'all this real quick. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, let's open this one. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure I do it right so I know which one comes first. Hold on. Okay, so this one first. Bless you. So this is investigative backgrounds for the girl Tammy. Let's see. So it's too small for y'all to read, but it says investigative background, Demetrius Flinneroy. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Let's see, see something. Oh, let me do it like this. Make it bigger for y'all. Hold on. Let's do it like this. Do it like this. Oh, that's not the right one. This one. Boom. That's way better. So y'all can kind of see it with me. All right, investigative background. Demetrius Flinneroy, incarcerated in 2004 to 2025. DEA Atlanta, in conjunction with DEA Detroit, conducted an investigation which resulted in indictment of multiple members of the BMF family, Yug Distribution Organization, including indictments with Demetrius Flinneroy, however you pronounce this man's name, purported national leader of the BMF, blah, blah, blah. So I guess it won't let me scroll down because it's however this document is. But let me see. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna have to just read it off to y'all. My bad, y'all. Reported member BMF Flinneroy was responsible for the acquisition and distribution of hundreds of kilograms amount of Yoyane in, but not limited to, Detroit, Michigan, Atlanta, Georgia, and to the BMF members in St. Louis, Missouri. Flinneroy was ultimately sentenced to 30 years in incarceration as a result of this indictment. Dante Gatling. So Gatling again is brought up. So we already know that Gatling was the girl that Tammy was messing with. Gatling was indicted in the Eastern Division, charged with conspiracy to distribute cocaine, possession intent, distribute cocaine, money laundering. 1996. Gatling ultimately was sentenced to 102 months incarceration. Oh no, Gatling is Tammy. Okay, so Gatling is Tammy. My bad, y'all. Gatling is Tammy. Tammy is the one who messed with old boy, who was a cop, who got the case thrown out. We're following. In 1996, Gatling was ultimately sentenced to 120 months. Gatling was released in 2004. Gatling was an associate of both Demetrius and Terry Flinnery. How the hell you pronounce that shit? I'm gonna read the rest of it off my phone because I don't want to keep messing with this. But let me see. Terry and Flinnery was associate and has substantial criminal ties to multiple BMF members as documented in prior DEA investigations. Fidel Suarez, and that's who they say she introduced the cop to, is Suarez. CS1 identifies Suarez by name. Whoa, hold on. CS1 has identified Suarez by name and provided a photograph of Suarez, which has been verified during comparison of California driver's license. Photography. CS1 has not met Suarez, but has had numerous telephonic, email, text message contacts with Suarez, which were initially arranged by initially arranged by Demetrius Flinneroy. So that's where that's shown here. Let me see if we can get it up. We ain't gonna be able to get it up. Let me see. It's down here. Boom. Boom. You can see it right here. Arranged by Demetrius Flinneroy. CS1 stated that Suarez operates a trucking company called FS Transport, providing the address, and then that's when we go into this. Let me see. Oh, okay, we can do it like that. Cool. Stopped in Maricopa County, Arizona, being driven by a different driver during the search. Vehicle approximately 834 pounds of Yarayana and 1 ounce of Yo-Yang was seized for the trailer unit. Information obtained during the February 27, 2009 main seizure identified the tractor trailer with the same unit during both seizures. Suarez is his situation. Information recently obtained from CS1 in August of 2012. Damn, this Tammy girl telling everything. In 2012, and this is Big Meech's right hand, to where she got him the BMF deal. And y'all over here bringing tigers to the club and putting 100 people on flights and on a run, but making the club BMF money. Mr. Meech, it seems like you're talking, big dog. It seems like you done did some talking, Mr. Meech. Seems like you done did some talking, Mr. Meech. I ain't gonna front, but let's get back into this before we go back into the Wack Daddy, the Daddy Wack. You feel me? In August 2012, a confidential source hereinafter CS1 connected to DEA provide information on Yug distribution conspiracy, which Deontay, Gatling, Fidel Suarez, and Demetrius are members. So this shit is crazy. So Tammy is not Gatling. I had it right the first time. Chad Shaw had it wrong. I had it right. Are all members CS1? Because CS1 is Tammy, and Tammy is telling on Gatling. And then Tammy is still the girl who is being Chad, I got this. CS1 provides information to CS1 provided this information to agents with the DEA Atlanta and whom DEA St. Louis confirmed multiple occasions. In addition, the DEA St. Louis have talked to CS1 telephonically in full debriefing submission affidavit, title, blah, 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 CS1 affidavit, blah, blah. All right, so CS1 is cooperating with the DEA for monetary gain and has been doing so for at least 2 years, has shown provide reliable information to the DEA regarding multiple felonious activities, including Yug distribution, members of the Black Mafia family. Information obtained by CS1 has resulted in the arrest of at least one individual and seizures of Yugs and U.S. currency. CS1 has no active charges pending either state jurisdiction or federal jurisdiction. CS1 has no felonious criminal history. No derogatory information has been obtained by CS1. Information provided by CS1 in this investigation has also been corroborated by total analysis, past criminal investigation, and monitoring telephonic phone calls. God damn. Through incarceration, Demetrius Flinneroy introduces. So basically, everybody Big Meech introduces people to, or everybody who Big Meech is introducing people to get set up to go to jail. That's it. Everybody who this man shake hands with and do business with seems to go to jail. That's what it's looking like. So Demetrius Flinneroy arranged introduction to Suarez and to Gatling through CS1. So through CS1, who is Tammy, who we know got the BMF show, he used her to introduce to these other muckers that are now in jail, and they got in his paperwork. So Big Meech introduced people through Tammy, who's the middleman, and Tammy's working with the cops. Got it. Okay. Which means that Big Meech is working with the cops. Got it. Demetrius Flinneroy arranged the introduction of Senator Gatling, CS1, who was not incarcerated. The incarceration became more aware that Suarez could obtain, blah, 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 the telephone. Okay, so that right there is a flu flam. That right there is a flu flam. So let's go back to what the Daddy Rat is talking about, because this is crazy how this situation is going.
Now, you watched her get on the stand. You got the paperwork on the Cuffy nigga. Identify her as the cooperator. It says cooperative one now has the life rights to Big Meech. It says all this, doesn't
Let
it?
me ask you this though, Wack.
Does it not
Like I
say?
know
And again, it does. She does have the life rights because you know what I'm saying. Let's just go to this real quick. Let's just go to this real quick. He ain't making it. He lie a lot, and he keeping it 100. You feel me? He keeping it 100 for once. But it's crazy because now Wack and Big Meech are homies. But we'll get into that. Who has Big Meech's? Ooh, it's killing me. Life rights. No, I want who has. Demetrius Big Meech Flannery previously signed over creative life rights to his story to longtime business partner and assistant Tammy Cohen's. So Tammy is Cohen. She ain't Gatling. Damn it. So Tammy has the life rights. But Tammy's also working with the feds. She's CS1. This is crazy. And Wack is CS2. This is crazy.
I know you got time.
Does it not say those things that the CIA?
Yeah, it said in
As Big
the
Meech, okay. Now,
hey, Wack, let me ask you this though.
after she got on the stand, did Big Meech pull back the life right?
Hey, I got a question to the St. Louis dude. I'm St. Louis, excuse me, to the Detroit dudes. Detroit, y'all going for this? This what y'all going for? This what y'all doing? This how y'all rocking out? This is how you get your freak on? Is this what works?
No.
Oh, hey, Big Meech ain't going back to the streets. Any nigga think Big Meech going back to the streets is a goddamn fool. Big Meech finna go right over there with 50 Cent, right? Do phase 2 series of him being in prison. Remember, that's a whole nother situation. Just did 19 years. What that was about, the court proceedings, court cases, all the shit, going through what he went through, all that shit. Double back, take the BMF series already been done. Do a major motion picture off that. License that out there. He not going back and probably fall off and doing some other corporate shit. That nigga not going back to the streets. All these niggas getting BMF happy. You are bozo the clown idiot if you think a 56-year-old man who just did 19 years and had to do a thing or two to get out in 19 years is finna get out playing the game when he had already set his play with TV Land.
Yo, that was Wack 100 saying he got Big Meech's court transcripts and other paperwork.
Now, here go this. Right, look, now let's look at this. Big Meech phone call. Let's see this. Wack reveals shocking call from Big Meech's Cuffy or Rat, and I don't care about that. Boom, right here is what I'm looking for.
You should lay back, do the rest of your time, because where Meech is at in his head, he just trying to live the rest of his life because it's a lot of shit that'll come to surface, and if it do, no matter what you say.
So why is Big Meech on FaceTime with Wack? Do we have a Detroit representative in the room? Why is Big Meech on FaceTime with Wack? Why is this happening? Why are Big Meech and Wack cool after Wack just exposed the fact that Big Meech is working with the girl Tammy, and the girl Tammy is clearly an informant, and we can clearly see that obviously Big Meech, the whole BMF like saga doesn't make sense unless somebody's working with the cops. What you mean everywhere you went, you put somebody on? That is police activity. And then whoever took mystery breaks from this mystery yug yeller, you're a fool. Who just takes these? Let's talk trap real quick. Who take this work for this price? Them numbers don't even exist. So he got the best work and the lowest price all over. That nigga's a cop. So some random mystery trapper just came into your spot and then just blessed the whole scene. Didn't know nobody, just blessed the whole scene and then moved on. That's because that nigga's working to take you down, bro.
We know the rules, and the rules say when you utter another motherfucker's name in that courtroom or agree that another motherfucker committed a crime, it ain't right. I just think you should fall back. And then Blue Da Vinci, bro.
And then now Wack is going off on Cuffy, but he was just saying how Meech told on Cuffy. So now Wack switching on Cuffy. So Wack was just pushing the whole line about Meech being bad peoples and Cuffy being good peoples, and now we seeing that it's the whole line is like everything's being shifted. How does this even make sense?
Blue Da Vinci got a safety valve. Why are you on the phone with Blue? He got a safety valve.
Now, just because Blue Da Vinci has a safety valve doesn't mean anything, because Wack, you're in big use paperwork multiple times in multiple platforms on multiple ways. You're in big use paperwork. So I hear you on a safety valve and all that. So, okay, well, y'all just one snitch, two snitch, red snitch, blue snitch. Everybody's telling. It just seemed like it's a party, it's a party, it's a party. It's a police party. You feel me? It's like Officer Appreciation Day. All y'all niggas is telling, I guess, whatever. Who gives a damn? This whole concept that you want to say, oh, Blue Da Vinci, we don't care. We don't care. Whatever Blue Da Vinci did, that's that nigga's problem. We don't give a damn about that. That doesn't change the fact that Wack, you told, and you are in big use paperwork. Now you got Big Meech on the phone with you. He's in the paperwork. He with the girl Tammy. She's in the paperwork. It's just a bunch of old tattletales. The tattlest of tales.
You know
Tattletellingtons, if you will.
that, right? You do know Blue Da Vinci got a safety valve, right? You do understand that, right?
Who cares? Who cares?
Oh, you go. Blue got a safety valve. He told for 8 months off.
But Wack is outwardly and actively open source reporting in real time. He's actively and outwardly open source reporting in real time. This is crazy. How are you talking about anybody? And so here's the thing. If you don't want to listen to Blue Da Vinci, he's not as bad as Wack, who's openly snitching in the Big U case. His interview is being openly used in the Lil Durk case. He has an open source report YouTube video that's being used in the Armenian Mafia's case. How are we not, what am I missing here? What's going over my head that ain't going over y'all head? How am I missing this?
Blue is no good.
What are y'all catching that I'm not catching that this nigga can call somebody no good? What am I just missing from this whole situation?
Bro,
I don't care nothing about no Blue Da Vinci, man.
what, bro, if you don't care.
So, like, yeah, like that's that. Like, nobody cares about that. You feel
Man,
me?
you should lay back, do the rest of your.
Okay, so let me see something real quick.
You should lay. It's crazy. I never. Big Meech called me.
Let me see. Let me see.
I guess you sent to Flacco?
No, I sent. It's crazy because remember we were running a campaign on Big Meech. And then Big Meech called me.
Okay.
FaceTime me about 11 at night.
And keep in mind, Big Meech denied calling Wack, and now it happened. So I don't even understand why Big Meech lied about calling Wack when he did, because he knows.
It's Big Meech, one of my business partners. Hey man, what's going on? I figured it was time we talk. What's up? What's these things you saying? So I shoot at him. This third-party cooperation. This Tammy Cowan thing. You know, you knew Tammy Cowan was a cooperant, but yet you still chose to deal with her, turn over all your rights, let her do all these things. Why? Dude looked at me dead in my face, Vlad, and gave me an answer that we would give. Not that I'd agree with it. You know what his answer was?
What's that?
Because that's what I wanted to do. Now you gotta remember.
So this is why this doesn't make sense. Let's pull up this real quick, because I want to show you what Big Meech was just saying about Wack, and now they're cool. But Big Meech just had this to say about Wack. Let's watch this real quick.
All you Wack 100 type bitch ass niggas don't get no play in our ride. You feel me?
So that's that right there. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know, he has stuff in the background, so I don't want to get a copyright. But, I mean, that's enough right there. That's enough right there. So now all of a sudden they cool. Now all of a sudden they homies. Now all of a sudden it's love. Like, come on, bro. This doesn't make sense. unless YouTube police.
Remember, Vlad, you in the seat that you in being who you are. Me in the seat that I am being. Sometimes we do things based upon what? Because that's just what the fuck we want to do, right? So I'm sitting there like, yeah, but I'm telling myself, Wack, he don't give a fuck what you talking about. He just straight up told you, as a boss, that's who I wanted in that position. Regardless of what she was going through. And really, let's be real. We see how far the BMF series went, and we see the business really got handled. So did he make a right or a wrong decision?
Yeah.
Right? You know, when you look at it like that,
Yeah,
right?
good point, yeah.
Right? So then he says,
So is this enough right here, just how Wack is going on and on and on about this, to kind of show that Big Meech might have some fallacies about him? But I'm going to take y'all to Chick's move, because this, and then this didn't make no sense.
Yeah.
Like Big Meech's whole 1-2 step like Sierra doesn't make sense right now.
Oh boy, here
Shout out to Chick's move.
we go, you guys. I think this is about to go all the way left in a couple weeks. Now,
And this was a month ago. This was 30 days ago.
you guys all know Wack 100.
So it was about to go left, and now all of a sudden they're working together. Somebody's going to jail. The indictments are coming down. Let's keep going. Let's run this. Come on, Chick's move. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all.
And exactly how he operates. If you're a gangster or somebody that used to be in the streets, Wack 100 knows exactly how to take you down. Some way, somehow, Wack is going to find some kind of paperwork, whether it's you telling on somebody when you were 13, if you got caught doing something in prison, shit, even if you got a jaywalking ticket when you were 10 years old, Wack 100 is going to dig up any dirt on your name. So when it came to Big Meech, after Meech was released from prison, Wack 100 immediately started attacking them with paperwork allegations. Wack used the No Jumper platform and their reach to basically accuse Big Meech of being a snitch.
work everywhere on everybody. See, that's more work.
Right.
Look, that's Big Meech work. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, it's work. We got work. That's the paperwork with Big Meech's name really in it. This paperwork right here spells out that the FBI identified that Big Meech is the one that orchestrated the drug deal and the transaction between this individual, the cartel member, and Cuffy.
Wow.
He orchestrated it from inside the federal penitentiary. But he was never charged with orchestrating the drug deal.
Really?
He was never charged with conspiring it. You got to ask yourself why. When you're in the federal penitentiary and you get caught.
So these are strong allegations to make against somebody. Now all of a sudden Big Meech is just forgiving them and they cool.
Or coordinating the deal, you already in there for these type of charges, that's a guaranteed 10 years, mandatory, extra. It spells it out in the paperwork that Big Meech coordinated the deal between the drug cartel member and Cuffy from inside the federal penitentiary. But he was never charged.
And it got even worse when 50 officially fell out with Big Meech after seeing Meech and Rick Ross linking up and taking a picture.
Look at what he did. You sided with Ross, some bozo shit. You got 19 years of being incarcerated. That 50 could have took that and converted that to about 5 seasons, and then turned around and then did the overall movie. He had a good 30 to 50 million he could have made. Now you standing next to a mother who couldn't even keep a concert going. Rick Ross is on the concert.
Second on the
In
lineup.
about 10 days.
So again, how is Big Meech cool with Wack 100? None of this makes sense. And I'm wondering again to the Detroit dudes, I'm looking at y'all, please explain this to me, because we telling you from the West Coast perspective, we know that the nigga Wack telling. We know that. It ain't no question, comment, or concern about that. What's up with this boy right here? Because this guy right here got giraffes and tigers in the clubs, but no federal indictments. And he just doing that like that's normal. And he's on the run doing this. He on the run making clubs in Miami, Big Meech Monday or BMF Monday or whatever you call it. This nigga got the girl Tammy and she flew Flamisco, dug in a lot. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. All of a sudden now Cuffy bad, but Cuffy was just good, but now Cuffy bad. But then now Big Meech, the same time Cuffy go bad, Big Meech get cool with Wack, who we know is bad because he all through Big U's paperwork.
Ross gonna throw him away. Nigga, I'm gonna be real with you, Meech. If Rick Ross seeing what he did to you, because he knew what he was doing standing on the side of him, right? He know Meech ain't thinking straight. If he don't throw you 3 wing stops, you ought to knock that nigga out. What 50 gonna do? He's gonna burn that motherfucker down. He gonna release that last season, and then he's gonna release the Tammy shit and discredit everything that people thought that man was.
Now, so far, Big Meech has addressed all the snitching allegations and he denied it.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family.
However, he has not acknowledged Wack 100 or his name until last night. While he was on stream, Meech might have had a little bit to drink, who knows? Meech went on the rant calling out Wack 100 and anybody just like Wack. And he also made it clear that he's not scared of any retaliation. Here's what he said.
All you Wack 100 type bitch ass niggas don't get no playing all right. You feel me? And we ain't never worried about what you gonna do.
And we're not apologizing.
Especially me.
There's no apology.
You know anything about me, I ain't worried about what you gonna do.
Hey, listen, I promise you, listen.
I didn't mention your name indirectly.
Hey,
I ain't worried about what the fuck you gonna do.
Listen though, on some real shit. Listen, on some real shit. You don't have to opposite none of these niggas.
Man, fuck these niggas.
You have
That's what I'm telling you.
Listen, you have.
That's what I'm telling
There's
you.
no profit.
Fuck these niggas
There's no profit.
that's on some hate shit and don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Oh man, Big Meech was doing so well ignoring Wack 100. The thing about Wack 100 is that he can only attack you if you keep responding. However,
so that was Big Meech's response, but then again, you can't make this make sense. Again, I'm just gonna play this back one more time because again,
you should lay back, do the rest of your time, because where Meech is at his head, he just trying to live the rest of his life because
Big Meech on FaceTime with Wack. This is like last week.
It's a lot of shit that'll come to surface, and if it do, no matter what you say, we know the rules, and the rules say when you utter another motherfucker's name in that courtroom or agree that another motherfucker committed a crime, it ain't right. I just think you should fall back. And then Blue Da Vinci, bro, Blue Da Vinci got a safety valve. Why are you on the phone with Blue? He got a safety valve. You know that, right? You do know Blue Da Vinci got a safety.
So that's that. I'm gonna end y'all with this one little last clip because you can't tell me that this don't make no sense. I don't know what you're gonna tell me.
Move like brothers, and then everybody from different places: Milwaukee, St. Louis, Detroit, Texas, Atlanta, Cali. You know what I'm saying? Florida. We got people from everywhere in our mind. Everybody moves.
How is there not a snitch? So you mean to tell me this random high yellow feather mucker that went into all these places and just started blessing all y'all with work? Nigga, that don't sound like the cops. This random feather mucker just came into all y'all hood and started blessing all y'all with work. That don't sound like the police and nobody. None of this sounds law enforcement-ish. None of it.
Everybody is prospering in some kind of way, in their own way. Every man plays his own role, and everything starts with the leader. I'm a good leader, so I got good people that follow. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. If you can only be like the nigga that's running your crew. If you got a robbing ass boss, then you're gonna be a robbing ass crew. If you got a real boss.
And you know what's crazy? Everybody in BMF told. Everybody in BMF got an indictment for snitching. Everybody from BMF, yep. If you got a snitch in a boss, you got a snitch in a crew. That makes 100% snitch in a sense.
Who know how to sacrifice and take the bad along with the good and show his crew know how to be men, then this what you get. Everybody shining like new money. And ain't no other crew like this in the world, and never will be another one. Not black, it never will be, because I said that if niggas like this is shining all together, being together, doing shit every day, then they gonna fall out over some money or somebody gonna rob, steal, and kill. I have yet to see that. Everybody move like brothers.
That all being said, man, sound like Big Meech got all y'all locked up and he working with Wack to do some more working. Red dots to the left, you know the rest. Say a prayer and be blessed. We are gone.